Hey guys, how's it going, and welcome back. So today marks my 1 week of being here in Buenos Aires, Argentina, and this is actually the last time that I'll be shooting from this beautiful studio apartment here in Buenos Aires. I found something a little bit more permanent for my 4.5 month stay here while I study at UCEMA. I'll be doing a little tour with you once I'm all settled in, but for now I kind of want to start it with some first impressions on the city. The first thing that I will start with is the public transportation here. Buenos Aires has a pretty good public transportation system going on for them. They have a pretty good subway, they have buses all over the city, and they also have taxis. And other than the first taxi that I took here from the airport to the city, the only other mode of transportation that I've tried is actually the subway or walking. And I chose to walk most places because for someone that's new like me, I'm just really attracted to all the tall buildings, the lights that are going on at night, and just kind of, people watch and see how the flow of the city goes with, each hour of the day. And for the subway, you'll actually need a Sube card, but that's going to be a separate video for you. What I will mention is that some lines are a little bit more well kept than others. You will also find that some subway trains are a little bit more cleaner than others, and this just all depends on which line you take and where you're getting on or off from each of these stations across the city. Secondly is food. There's a ton of food here in the city, a ton of places to eat at, but one that stands out to me as an American in particular is the amount of pizza shops that you will find here in the city. There's pizza everywhere, so if you're a big pizza fan, this is the right city to be at. And they like to stack a ton of mozzarella on top of their slices, and it's basically mozzarella city. Mozzarella on top of mozzarella on top of mozzarella. And one thing to mention if you are visiting the city and going to be eating at one of these pizza places is that the locals here like to eat it with a knife and a fork. So stop what you're doing and don't pick up that slice with your hands. Just grab the nearest fork and knife that you find and eat it like a true local, or else you're gonna stand out like a sore thumb. Some of the eateries that I really didn't expect to find here in the city, especially in Buenos Aires, are the amount of Starbucks that you can find, the amount of McDonald's that you can find, and also the amount of Burger Kings that you can find across the city. And for the first one, Starbucks, they're pretty much dead at any location that you go to. There's nobody in line waiting to get, their venti, Trenta, passion, iced coffee, whatever they're getting. You can pretty much walk into any of these Starbucks all around the city and expect to have your drink pretty much made as you order. And for McDonald's and Burger King, one thing that I did notice is that each one of these locations has a dessert stand at the very entrance of the restaurant, and that's actually where you order the dessert that you want for the day, and you can just keep on moving with your walk or headed to wherever you're going. And we actually made the mistake of going to the main cash register, ordering our dessert, and she ended up just telling us to go back to the front of the store to pick it up from another employee that helped us out. So don't make that mistake. If you're just gonna get a quick dessert, a quick cone from McDonald's, just go ahead and order right from the front and move on with your day. One thing I will also mention about the restaurants is that 99% of them do not have a host waiting for you to be seated. Like you would in America, usually the host will kind of look around and see what section or what table is available for you, and then proceed to take you to that place and seat you. Here in Buenos Aires, you kind of just walk into any of these restaurants and seat yourself. The servers are pretty much aware of which tables are being served, of which tables came here first or came here last, and they're usually pretty good about bringing you a menu and taking your order. Another thing to mention along with the restaurants here in Buenos Aires is that if you need anything from your server, you usually just flag them down, either raise your hand really quick or a little wave will usually do the trick. If you need any refills, if you are ready to place your order, if you forgot to order something, just wave them down and they'll come and assist you. But here in Buenos Aires, it's pretty common for servers to leave you alone and just kind of let you go with the flow of dinner or lunch. And like I mentioned, once you're done and want to get your check, just call them over and let them know that you're ready to pay. So as far as the people go here in the city of Buenos Aires, there are a ton of them, as you could expect in any other downtown area. What I was not expecting though was the large amounts of redheads that are here in the city, and also the large Asian population that you can find here in Buenos Aires. There's a cultural center right down the street, and at night you can kind of see them going in and out. There's a lot of food being served, music playing, and everybody's just kind of having a good old time. So expect to see some Asian people on your visit here to Buenos Aires. And lastly, I would like to note that the girls here don't really wear like heels or stilettos. They usually wear like these big chunky platform shoes that I don't even know how they walk in these, because the streets are pretty much uneven everywhere that you go in the city. There's cracks here and there, there's dirt, there's busted sidewalks, there's always some sort of construction going on, but let me tell you, these girls are pro at walking in their heels. So there you have it. Those are some of my first observations and impressions of the city here in Buenos Aires. I'm sure I'll discover more as time goes by. The city has a lot to offer. I haven't even really experienced the nightlife here in Argentina, so that's something that I'm really looking forward to. And as always, thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video and subscribe, and leave a little comment down below if you want me to cover a specific topic that I haven't gotten to yet. See you next time. Can I say Asian people?
Yeah, you could say there was a larger Asian population than I would expect there to be.